Rapid fire?
Yep.
All right, guys, this is fun time. A couple memes I've found while perusing the interwebs. Go ahead and put the first one up. This isn't a funny one. This is cool. This is a win for 2A. There's a accept, right. So this was about 5 days ago, breaking the House Judiciary GOP Committee has officially scheduled a markup of House Joint Resolution 44 to overturn the Biden pistol ban and stop the ATF from infringing, but
the recent crazy lady in Tennessee who decided to prove her political point by murdering 3 small children and 3 adults caused that vote to be postponed.
Shelved.
I have not heard a date when they're going to restructure.
So if you want to be involved with your congressman, push them to get that back on there. There's no reason we shouldn't talk about it. Second slide, in the category of states that I love, beautiful Wyoming is leading by example with school curriculum for their children that actually has some utility. This is a picture of 5th graders learning marksmanship using a school gym for a gun range.
That's awesome.
Congrats. I love it. You never see this anymore. Love me some Wyoming.
Yep.
Next one, today's I love me some Idaho segment. So 2 states that are getting some love from Craig's Gun Channel. What costs less than a lethal juice cocktail or 40 seconds of 2,500 volts of electricity and is much more effective? Any idea?
I would say that'd be a bullet.
There you go.
Yep.
I'm sure this will somehow draw the ire of the soft on crime Soros-funded appeasement crowd. Scott Herndon from Idaho put a tweet out there that Idaho Senate passed 24-11 that will enable a firing squad as an alternative method of execution of the death penalty. Drugs for lethal injection are being withheld for political purposes. The death penalty is about justice. This Scott Herndon dude I've never heard of, but good on you and good on Idaho. I think that is now if we can get rid of the 40 years of appeals and their appeal process is important.
The appeal process is important.
But if that's guilty, let's just take care of business.
Yep.
If there's a shadow or beyond a shadow of a doubt. Next one is, let's see, hat tip. A lot of you guys may follow Cat Turd on Twitter. This guy spits the truth constantly. How do they get so many dopes to believe them is the title of this one. Democrat Policies 101. Number 1, create a problem that does not exist, like global warming. Number 2, use fake scientists, fake news, fake data, and another to support your hoax. Number 3, use over-the-top fear tactics. We talked about that, Craig, to scare people into believing it. The earth is going to end in 12 years, and all the cities will be underwater in 5 years if we don't act now. I think it's we've talked about that before, that 12 years just keeps recycling.
They keep resetting that, yeah.
Use your fake news propagandists, this is number 4, to amplify the fear. That is very true. Number 5, use your fact checkers on the left-owned social media platforms to ban anyone who tells the truth. Number 6, demonize the truth tellers. I think we saw that all. Demonize may also include kicking you off or canceling or silencing, shadow banning, etc. Number 7, rake in trillions of dollars on the hoax that doesn't exist so you and your friends can get filthy rich and gain power. So this one was called Cat Turd Spitting the Truth. I think we can all agree that that is truth. Next one. Remember the old warning label that used to say, known to cause cancer in California? Do you remember seeing it? It's like, why does it cause cancer in California and not... Well, here's a blip. Can you blow that one up? These are chicks in California. I think this is funny. Chicks sitting there after doing what they do and looking up at the ceiling and saying, I hope I didn't get him pregnant. Next one. What do the Tooth Fairy, the Easter Bunny, and Joe Biden have in common? 37% of Dems still support China Joe, equal to the amount of 5-year-olds that believe in the Easter Bunny. Look at that. If you can blow that one up for our folks. It has mom with a Biden shirt saying, honey, it's kind of cute that you still believe in the Easter Bunny. And the little child is saying, I was thinking the same thing about you, Mom.
There's a lot of truth in that one.
All right. A word of encouragement from the Democrat mayors of the worst 20 cities for violent crime. Don't worry. No concealed carry license gun needed. We all have laws here to protect you. If you want to blow that one up, this is their way to handle muggers. Are you getting mugged? Just say no. Your robber legally cannot take any of your possessions without your consent. Do you think that would work?
Yeah, that sounds easy. I think we should all do that.
It's U.S. Penal Code Section 213, blah, 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 blah. All right, we have seen a lot. We have seen the beta trial and it works, meaning Elon Musk cut 90% of Twitter's staff and it works great. Should we try that with government next? I vote yes.
I say yes as well. That
Get
would be
on
awesome.
it now. All right, so next one. Such effort in order to appear virtuous only to self-own. A Dr. Eli David on Twitter shows a picture of his paper straw and plastic in a plastic wrap, the green movement in a single photo. Anybody see a problem with that?
Yeah, well, it seems a little contrary, maybe.
All right, now next one. When you don't want to debate the facts, when you don't want to admit you're wrong, you can always. Pessimist says the glass is half empty. Optimist says the glass is half full. Leftist says the water is racist.
Clearly, that has to be the truth. Yep.
All right, next one. May or may not be satire. I cannot tell. I guess since it's Babylon Bee, it is, but I could be twisted. My arm could be twisted into believing this one. Go ahead. Democrats vow to arrest as many political opponents as it takes to defeat fascism. Yes, I think that is probably truer than they're expecting it to be.
I think that might be, yes.
Last but not least, in tonight's Pointing Out the Lunatics Around Us segment, Dress Up Time does not yet have a solution for getting punched in the nuts. A humiliated trans woman claims the TSA agent punched her testicles. And Jim points out her testicles. So you can see a picture of her.
Oh, goodness.
Her with testicles. Humiliated her getting her testicles punched. All right. Last. I think this is last. Maybe two more. Just pop this one up here. This is our favorite broad, Greta, in 2065, saying that we only have
10 years left to save the world.
Recycle it. That looks like what I picture her looking like in 40 years. Matt Gaetz, one of my faves. Dems will move on guns by declaring fire. I see this happening. They'll move on guns by declaring firearm violence a public health emergency. Do you remember what they did for SARS COVID-19?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Public health emergency?
And they're starting to more and more kind of use this type of language.
Yes.
Saying that, it's a crisis, it's a public health
What
emergency.
does a crisis get? What does that do for the government?
Well, it allows them to step in and do whatever needs to be done.
It gives them basically
never allow a crisis, go.
Martial law almost.
Yep.
Your rights go away.
Yep.
We've got to do this as a community to stop the curve or
Yep.
What's it? Flatten the curve.
Flatten the curve. Yeah.
All right, that's all I got, boss.
I hope you've enjoyed this clip from the Craig's Gun Channel Random Shots program. The program airs Thursdays at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. On Random Shots, we discuss content ranging anything from preparedness, survival, politics, firearms, basically anything that's 2A related, with sometimes some rabbit trails and things that aren't related at all. If you enjoy this type of programming, please hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that you're notified when we release new content. And if you like it, hit the like button and share us if you would as well. It helps the algorithm and helps the channel grow and helps get our message out. So I guess until next time, stay safe.